Hi, I'm Blanchardstown from Inglot's Protein, and today I'm going to be demonstrating a smoky eye with glitter. My first step is I'm just going to apply some of our eyeshadow base. This is just going to keep your eyeshadow on a lot longer. So I'm just applying it with a flat brush, and it goes all over the lid right up to the brow bone. Once you've applied your primer, you want to set it with a matte cream shadow. I'm going to use Inglot's 355. Once that's on, then you just want to start with your first colour. So I'm going to start with a nice warm brown. Warm colours are always easier to blend out than cool colours. So I'm going to use Inglot's Sculpting Powder 511, and I'm going to take it on a fluffy blending brush. So I'm just going into the outer corner of the eye, doing little circular motions and then a tiny bit into the crease. You just want to feather the product on. If you feel like it's not blending out, just go back into your cream colour, go straight over it, and it should rework the product back up. Before I go in with any dark colours, I want to apply my glitter first. To stick my glitter down to the eye, I'm going to use some duo glue. So you just take a small amount of your lash glue on a flat brush, the tiniest bit, and you just apply it to the eye where you want the glitter to go, so mainly on the inner corner, and fade it outwards. Wipe off any excess product, press into your glitter, and press the glitter onto the eye, don't rub it. I'm going to use Inglot's Glitter 54, and it's a nice bright colour, so it'll make your eyes look bigger if you put it on the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to go in with my gel liner now. I'm going to do a nice wing on my eye just to extend my eye out. I'm going to use Inglot's Gel Liner 77. This is waterproof and smudge proof, so it literally doesn't budge. It's really, really good. And you can wear it on your waterline as well. The further you go on the inner corner, the thinner you want the line to be. You want it to extend out into a thicker line. So for my flick then, I just mark off where the 2 points of my lids meet with my little brush. Then I just take a clean angled brush and go straight underneath that mark and bring it straight out. Don't worry if your line isn't perfectly straight, you're going to smudge black out from the outer corner anyway. So I'm just using a small smudging brush. I'm literally just going to pack on that black on the outer corner of my eye. I'm just going to take a matte warm brown again, a dark one this time, and I'm literally just going to take it on that unblended line, feather it on where the black is with your blending brush again. So now you want to take a lighter, warmer brown to blend out this brown. Just going to pack a tiny bit more black on, just because I lost some intensity from when I was blending it out. So it's all about working your colour up. When you're doing your eyes, it does take a lot of time, because you do have to keep going back in and intensifying your colours again. I'm just going to take a baby wipe and just clean up all that fallout under my eye. I'm going to go in with the gel liner again on my waterline with the same brush again. I'm going to take the first colour we started with and take it under the eyes now. I'm using a smaller brush as well because it's a smaller area. I'm just blending it out with my blending brush just to make sure there's no harsh lines. I'm going to take my small smudging brush again and have the black on the outer corner. Anytime you're using black, you want to use a really small brush because you want it really precise. And then again, take your blending brush, tiny bit of your blending colour, and just feather it over it, and it should blend it out. The lashes I'm going to be wearing today are the 30 ends from Inglot. Just measure them up before you apply any glue. Once you've applied a thin layer of lash glue, just let your lashes dry for about 30 seconds before you apply it. So centre first and then the two outer corners. I'm just going to go in with a bit of mascara just to attach your natural lash into your fake lash. For the face then, I'm just going to start with my primer. So I'm applying it with a flat brush. You can apply it with your hands if you wanted. I'm going to use Inglot's HD Foundation 77. This is a full coverage foundation, so it's great for when you're going on a night out. It stays on really long. So I'm just going to apply it first with a flat brush. Then I'm going to use the slipper brush to buff it into my skin. When I'm going in under the eye area, I'm going to use a smaller brush because it's a smaller area. Once your foundation's on, you want to set it with a powder. I'm going to powder down where I'm doing my contour. Because I'm using a powder contour, you want to make sure that the surface is nice and smooth to work on. So I'm using a fluffy powder brush as well. If you touch your face and it's nice and smooth, that means you've enough powder on. If you feel any wetness, just apply a tiny bit more. So I'm going to use a smaller brush to apply some powder under my eyes just to set it. You only need the tiniest bit. Once your powder's on, then you want to start to bronze up your face before you start contouring. So I'm going to use the first colour we used on the eyes, the nice warm brown. So it literally just goes on your cheeks. It doesn't have to be too precise, you're just warming them up. If you feel like it's not blending out, just take your stipple brush straight over it and do circular motions. It should start to rework the product up and blend it back out for you. I'm going to take it on the sides of my forehead as well. For your contour then, you want to take a nice matte cool toned brown. I'm going to use Inglot Sculpting Powder 502. It literally goes right underneath your cheekbone. If you feel your face, you can actually feel the bone and it goes straight underneath that. The brush I'm using is Inglot's 3P. It's a nice angled brush, so it does the work for you really. To highlight then, I'm going to use Inglot Sparkle Dust 03. It's a nice golden highlight. I'm taking it on a little fluffy brush and then apply it to the top of your cheekbone. So right above your contour. I'm just going to take a tiny bit down the centre of the nose as well. And the top of the lip. I'm just going to fill out my brows now. They already have definition, so I'm just going to fill in some gaps. I'm just going to use my foundation just to define around my brow. I'm just going to highlight the inner corner of my eye using Inglot Shadow 46. The last step for the eyes is I just want to highlight underneath my brow bone. I'm going to use a matte white. This is number 318. Because I went with a smoky eye, I'm going to go with a nude lip just to keep the focus all on the eyes. I'm going to go in with Inglot 63 lip liner and 415 lipstick. So I'm literally just going to overline my lips slightly just to give them a bit more of a plump. I'm going to join back into my natural lip line though at the corners. So today I used Inglot's HD package. The package includes the foundation I used, the powder, the 2 sculpting powders which I used on the eyes and the face, and a half-hour makeup lesson. And if anyone would like to book in for a 1-hour makeup lesson with me, just call Inglot Dundrum and request Blonde.